Hey, yo. Hey, yo, we back. What's up? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more live boxing. Yeah. I'm back with some more live boxing. What's popping? Ooh, shout out to we got our first bro. I've been on screen for like a nanosecond, and we already got our first block. Amazing. I ain't even been doing no lives, and they on my dead. Block them. Y'all must have forgot, bro. The king it is. Shout out to my boy Niter in broad daylight. Rockabye, baby. Now, Niter sent $10. Let's get the stream started. Correct people, like, salute. You know how we roll. Shout out to my boy Sura. We gonna have another good show. You know, what can I say? Please come in, smash the like button. We got a lot to talk about, bruh. I can't leave boxing alone. The game needs me. World of Animals, what's up? Niter, my G. Niter been rocking for years, so y'all know what it is. Sura. Kick Science. The only channel I can watch. Ego is consistent. One of the best, if not the best. I am the best. Best in the business, and it's not even close. Bro, if you watch my content, you watch my editing, the quality, the consistent quality, like the visuals, the audio quality, and you watch Brand X, and if you compare, you will be lying to yourself if you said the quality was the same. You would be lying, and you know you're a liar. Period. I done put years into my craft. The editing is good, I must admit. Yeah, bow down. I seen you was hating earlier. Bow down, Justin. You a buster. Now you want to be on my dick. Oh, the editing is good. I know. You ain't got to tell me. Buster. Been around since Ego's World, which is crazy how far back that is. The quality is dimensions better. Listen, there's not been a year I haven't advanced. Period. There's not been a year where I let my skills erode and didn't get sharper. Didn't implement the latest technology and get better. So, y'all know what it is, bro. Told y'all stop playing with me. But stop hating on Bud. Let's talk Canelo steroids. Bro, okay. Now, since you want to keep hating, you talking about a hater. What did I say to hate on Bud? I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a fresh minute. What have I said that I said? Don't confuse me with nobody. What have I said that hated on Bud that you disagree with? I'll wait. Bro, we got a hot seat off the bat. I told you. I told you. I ain't lost a step. All right, Justin, to survive this round, tell me what I hated on Bud about. Please let me know. So we're going to talk about hate. It sounds like you hating on me. You on my day. Hey, sir, got him on 50 seconds. Let's go. The clock is ticking. Bro, get up. Tell the boy to get up. Fight back. Fight back. Bro, these online cowards, this all they do is drive-by comments. And then when they get called out, 40 seconds. What's up? Where's Justin at? What did I say about Bud that came out of my mouth? Pause. That was a lie. You got 35 seconds. It's about to be over for Justin. LOL, that's a funny button. Block him. You see, he's stalling. Block him. So don't come, Ego, all he do is block people. I give y'all an opportunity in the hot seat. You ain't talking about nothing. Oh, that's a funny button. I know it's funny. That's why I put it there. Gotta go. Block Justin. Let me know when he out of here. Block him. He's over. And then people, oh, Ego block people. Now he want to try to comment. It's over, bro. You had your chance. You wasted too much time. Where the next Bud Buddy? Line them up. Bro, line these motherfuckers up. I'm here now. We got another hot seat. Jump bad. Say something. I ain't said nothing about Bud other than regular commentary. What did I say? I'm waiting for the Bud Buddies, bro. These dudes are cowards. The Haniacs, the Bud Buddies, they are cowards. They are cowards. The moment they say all types of stuff about me, the moment I defend myself and say, all right, what did I say you disagree with? They shook. They don't have nothing to say. This ninja scared. Where, please, I'm looking for the next Bud Buddy. Please tell me what I said that is oh so wrong that you disagree with. See, it just wastes my time. Drive-by comments and then they don't say nothing. They don't got nothing to add. They don't got nothing to say. Alicia, what's up? Bro, everything I said about Bud was the truth. There's a quote that I love from Marcus Aurelius, famous Roman. To offend a strong man, tell him a lie. To offend a weak man, tell him the truth. Boop. Bro, y'all is a bunch of weak men. Weak. You guys are weak. You are weak, foolish infidels. Weak men. That's why you like clickbait channels that feed you the information that you want. And then when a person come and tell you what it is or what it, oh, you're hating. I don't hate. Why I gotta hate on Bud, bro? Tell me what is Bud like? Out of all the people in boxing, why would I hate on Bud? What does he have that I'm hating on? Again, crickets. YouTube is hating. I didn't get the comment. Shout out to Jesse Carl, my dude. So we're going to talk about this Victor Conte stuff. Victor Conte finally respond. See, the boy Ego, I know how to play this game, bruh. I really do. And I put the pressure on Victor Conte and I forced a response. I'm too big as a platform to ignore. If Ego put the pressure on, you kind of have to respond. Because the day after I made the video talking about the date discrepancy, multiple YouTubers made videos about it. I'm a trendsetter. Trendsetter never been better. Get cheddar like I gotta have vendetta, right? Multiple people made videos about it. Multiple people all of a sudden ran to Victor Conte's comment section. Bro, you can't ignore us. We the wave. We the motion. Stop playing, bruh. So he finally responded. And the thing is, I didn't send him the video. So he found it on his own or he followed me. I don't know. Whatever it is. Jermaine, what's up? Yeah, I had to hit y'all off with a lie. So he responded, and it's so funny because a lot of y'all was like, oh, Ego getting sued. Where is it at? I'm waiting for the lawsuit. Y'all said I was getting sued. Where the lawsuit at? Was popping. Anybody? Let me know where this lawsuit coming from. What you gonna sue me for? Bro, I've been in the game too long. You ain't finna try no scare tactics, scared straight with me. What am I getting sued for? You're like, oh, it's defamation. Is defamation to point out an error on a form that you posted? Come on, y'all got to do better, bro. Buzz not on anything. They just hate to believe he could bulk up naturally that fast. Not everyone needs steroids like Canelo. Well, good on Bud. I still don't like the fight, bro. I've been missing out on your live streams. I haven't done any live streams. Mauricio, what's up? Or Maurice, my bad. I ain't done no live streams. We back. I'm doing a live stream now, though. What's up? Hit the like button. Listen, because a lot of people are like, oh, why aren't you streaming? The best way you can impact that is let the algorithm know you like the streams by engaging, leaving comments, hitting the like button, blah, blah, blah. Donations, whatever. Just any indication that you like the stream. If not, I'm to the bag. I'm going to focus on other stuff. Canelo and his team always been shady with drug use. And that's funny, bro. Because you have a lot of fake pro-black people, and they're like, oh, you guys are hating on Bud. Talk about Canelo. You dumb son of a bitch. I done got how many videos talking about Canelo and talking about drug tests and Eddie Reynoso. Like, what are y'all talking about, bro? See, I understand it. The stuff you play with other people, they ain't got the track record. They ain't got the years in the game. They ain't got the smarts or whatever. So the realistic thing is they can't back it out. How many times have bro, I'm really starting to believe the Bud Buddies are like slow. I'm not even being funny. I'm starting to believe that some of y'all are slow, because if I have any criticism for Crawford, any criticism, even if it's fair, right? Any criticism, the Bud Buddies be like, oh man, you hating on a black man. This is unbelievable. Talk about Canelo. You dumb son of a bitch. I got 18,000. I'm about to hit 18,000 videos dolo with no team. I done got so many backlog videos talking about Canelo, Reynoso, the WBC, and failed drug tests. You can't play that card on me. You can't play that card on me at all. I just did a video where Reynoso had the old boy in the other fight test positive overseas in the UK. So, yeah, that don't work on me. Try something else. I keep it fair. I keep it consistent. Plain undisputed listening to ego is the best. Let's go. Yeah. So you got to try another angle on me. That ain't going to cut it. Talk about Canelo. Bro, I done talked about Canelo several times. He off that clenbuterol. The boy off that buterol. What you want me to say? We got a $5 Cash App. Hold on. Shout out to Clarence Ryan for the $5. Cash App is open. Let's go. Checking in from B More Cook Boxing Ego Cook. Shout out to B More where they see more. What's popping? I done made countless videos about Canelo. I'm tired of the fake news on YouTube. I mean, why are you telling me that though? I don't see, that's y'all. Y'all, again, I blame you. That's what it is. If you're tired of fake news on YouTube and you even watch people that you know put out fake news, then the problem is you. There's nothing to complain about. If you starve these motherfuckers out and don't support it, if it's fake, then you wouldn't have no problem. I don't have this problem because my algorithm caters to what I watch. I don't watch no boxing content in the space of boxing unless it's an interview, and a lot of times it's interviews that y'all send me. Kamal or somebody will send me the interview and tell me what I need to see. So if you support fake stuff, then that's on you. Then you're going to get, the algorithm is going to feed you more and more of that. I don't have these problems because I don't watch boxing commentators or whatever. You guys have the problem because you're probably clicking on the video even if you disagree and you're like, oh man, you tricked me again. That's your fault. Kamal Oz, let's go. Money. Ryan is going in on Oscar and he demands the Rolly fight. Yeah, De La Hoya tripping. He talking about he don't want the Rolly fight. Ryan looked horrible. He need to get that get back. Absolutely, come on. Nider again with the $10. Let's go. Canelo and Reynoso have 3 guaranteed fails when it comes to drug use. Canelo, Oscar Valdez, and that fentanyl. And Ryan was with a different camp by this point, but Ryan as well, he still trained with him. Bro, they got like 7 fighters that trained with him that was popping. Bro, this is how I know I'm the best in the business. They don't even know where to place me. The Canelo fans, they've been saying for years, I hate Canelo, right? Now, the dumbass Bud Buddies are saying I love Canelo and I hate Bud. So for years, the Canelo fans said, I only care about black fighters. I'm biased for black fighters. Because I gave Canelo criticism because he was juicy. He ate the meat. And they said, oh, ego, you hate Mexican fighters. You're biased against Canelo. Now they done flipped it. They said I love Canelo and pandering to Mexican fans because I hate black fight. You boxing fans are dumb as it is what it is, bro. How I went from I only like black fighters to you hating on Bud, you hate black fighters. You don't even know what you talking about, bro. You just saying anything, throwing ish on the wall, hoping something sticks. You sound stupid. Look through all my videos. I'm about to hit 18,000 videos for the record, right? And go to all them videos about Canelo. They said I hated Canelo. Or maybe I'm just telling the truth, no matter who you are. You ever thought about that? I'm not no little beta male like y'all where I pick sides. I just call it what it is. And that's why, bro, here's how I know I'm the realist. Because I've offended every effing fan base. Every fan base has been mad at me when I said the truth about whoever. So almost every fan base, oh, the Haniacs, the Cinnabons, oh, the Bud Buddies. Almost every radical fan base has been mad at me. But then you look at other content creators, right? And the Haniacs never mad at that content creator because all they do is talk positive about Devin Haney. You see how that works? So that's how I know I'm the most realistic, the most objective, the most unbiased, the best in the business. Because everybody be mad at certain takes versus, again, just think, don't say no names, you will be blocked. There are known like Haniac content creators. I guarantee you they don't have Devin Haney fans mad at them ever because all they do is glaze and suck Devin off and Bill Haney off. All they do is glaze. But me, 1 minute the Canelo fans say I hate Canelo. The next minute the Bud Buddies say I'm protecting Canelo. They don't know where to place me. So that's how you know I'm keeping it real. Because when you keep it this real, You gonna make some waves. Canelo was off that clenbuterol. Deal with it. He ate the meat. Deal with it. Now the Canelo fans mad. Bud Buddy, he ain't a star. Vegas is looking dry right now. Now the Bud Buddy's mad at me. Bud's resume is not all that. He fought a wounded Errol Spence. See? Bro, I be making all the fan bases mad. They all gonna be mad at Boxingego when I'm finished. Bro, I'm putting cases on all you. Bro, I'm making all y'all. I'm gonna make all y'all mad because I'm gonna keep keeping it real. Canelo ate the meat and Bud's resume is not that good and he got knocked down by Mean Machine. Now what? Say something. I'm gonna make all y'all motherfuckers mad. Canelo, he really got dropped by Jose Miguel Cotto. Bro, you lost. You got whooped by. You got fell into the ropes by the weaker Cotto. Bud got dropped on bended knee like Jagged Edge, like he was proposing versus a Mean Machine. I just want to get married in your white dress. Meet me at the altar. Might as well do it. Bro, he was on bended knee like Boys to Men. Say something. So yeah, I hate everybody. Is that what y'all say? Y'all say I hate all fighters? Whatever. I'm an equal opportunity muff. All y'all can get it. Bud was on bended knee like Boys to Men. I'm down on bended knee. Doo-doo. Bro, the man was on bended knee like Boys to Men in a Mean Machine fight. Now he's fighting Canelo. Come on, man. Bro, he was on that Boys to Men. We don't even talk anymore. Boom, doom, doom. Don't even say I love you no more. Bro, the boy was on bended knee with Mean Machine. Now he got to take Canelo punches. This fight is stupid. And then here's the thing. Some of y'all like, let's see what you have to say when Canelo loses. I don't give a who wins. I don't even like the fight. I don't care if Bud wins. Bro, that's how I know I'm greatness in the flesh. They said I loved Errol Spence. Bud already beat him, so that's already out the window. Now you think I care if Canelo getting... Bro, if Canelo get knocked out, it'll be funny. You lost to a smaller man. It's over. If Bud knocked out Canelo, that would be hilarious because I would like that it's a changing of the guard. I ain't gonna front because Canelo ain't fighting the person I want to see him fight no way, which is David Benavidez. And he gonna keep fighting Hamza Shiraz and like Dalsim and all that. I don't want to see them fights. So I don't care if Bud wins. But you guys are idiots and you're emotional beta male babies. So, oh, come on, let's see what Ego has to say with Bud win. I don't care if he wins. I still don't like the fight for him. Bro, he's moving up 2 weight classes. I'm never going to advise that. To be on a year layoff, really, struggle with Madrimov for the early rounds, and then you're moving up in weight fighting Canelo in a weight class you've never. That's stupid. People think I care with the outcome. I really don't care. I hope it's a double knockout to be on the dead ones, bro. I hope it's a double knockout. That'll be funny. And this is how I know I'm on a different level than regular boxing fans. How do I say this without sounding cocky? Oh, that's right. I don't. I am going to make a ton of money no matter who wins. I am a content creator. That's the part y'all haven't really figured out and understand. I don't care. I am a content creator. I don't really like the fight. I'll watch it. Don't really like the fight. It's on Netflix. I have Netflix. So I'm going to watch it. But I could care less who wins the fight. My paycheck for that month or the following month, because the YouTube pay scale's a month behind, is going to be mighty nice. So I don't really care. Hey, what happened to the chat? I can't see nothing. It just, the message just died. I don't know. YouTube be tripping, bro. Somebody type here if the chat is here. I don't know what's going on. Anybody type anything in the chat. Bro, they got my stuff on frozen. I don't know what I said, but YouTube done froze my chat. I don't see nothing from nobody. Amazing. Bro, YouTube be playing games. Come on, dog. So no one can type anything in the chat. That, like, honestly. I need someone to type anything. Like, what did I say where the chat froze? I was talking too spicy. I'm just gonna sit here until YouTube fixes. Bro, they have been playing games. All of a sudden, the chat just jumped with hella messages. Bro, I swear on everything. On my end, the chat, bro, they be hating on my channel so bad sometimes. Bro, I knew that was like fake. That was like impossible. Bro, I swear on everything I love, the whole chat, all out of nowhere, it was like on punishment or something. And I couldn't see one message. That's why I said type here. Now there's like 50 messages saying here all at once. Hey, come on, say what happened to my super chat? Hold on. Look, my man said that I'm typing it's not showing up. You see how they be hating? Bro, my man sent a super chat and it didn't send it to me. I ain't never seen that. Bro, that was insane. I've been doing YouTube so long. I knew it was something, bro. The whole thing was so, and I'm looking at my internet connection. I have a gigabyte plus internet. Fiber optic is the fastest internet that you can even buy. So I know it's not on my end because I have the analytics and the statistics and the vitals. Bro, Jesse Carl called it. He said YouTube was hating. Bro, they done put me on punishment or something where I couldn't read no messages for like a cool 5 minutes. Bro, look, Kamal Oz sent $20 and I almost couldn't see. I couldn't see it until now. Hold on. Kamal says, yeah. Is there a double standard when it comes to Tank and old corporate media favorites? Absolutely. Tank must only rematch Roach next, yet Bud ducked my Dream Off rematch. Ooh. Kamal cooking, yo. Ditto for Virgil Ortiz and Boachuk, Canelo and Bevo, Lada and Trout. Shakur and De Los Santos, Haney. Bro, Kamal cooked y'all, bro. He sent a $20 and cooked y'all. Bro, I'm the king of pop, man. Stop playing with me, bro. Nick Wade, thank you for daily boxing content, Ego. You are the best in the business. I told y'all. Y'all think I was just saying that. These boys can't with me. There's no one putting out content with the quality that we're doing, the edits, the informative nature, the length. Like, there's what I'm noticing is people have TikTok brain. So some content creation is moving in the way of like shorts or let me put out a quick video. I put out a video about Vegas being dry and it's like 30 minutes long of pure content. I'm telling you, there's no one capable of doing what I'm doing without a team. There's no dolo creator like me that's putting out this level of quality in boxing, has the staying power and been out as long as me, right? Daily content of this high quality by themselves. Like I do the titles, I do the thumbnails, I do the editing. I got to be the best in the business. You can, oh, no, you're not. All right. All right. That's why people putting out like 4-minute video. Oh, let me put out a 4-minute video, 4-minute. I could do that all day. If I'm able to put out this much long form content, 30-minute video, 15-minute, 10-minute, whatever minute, 8-minute, some shorter. You don't think I can, instead of not doing a 30-minute video, put out if you do a 5-minute video 6 times, that's 30 minutes. So I could put out 6 videos, but I choose to give you guys one 30-minute long video that's packed with information. Kamal Oz says Turkey is making Beterbiev versus Nelly Furtado instead of Benavidez. Absolutely. He making that promiscuous girl. You teasing me. I'm gonna get you. Bro, he making all that. Yeah, you got quality, but I've subscribed for years and you have reliable news. I try to tell y'all. Bro, everybody else is like, I can't say everybody, but a lot of people, I promise you, it'll be like Tank retired, and then they'll make you believe Tank retired for real and blah, blah, blah. And then when Tank announces next fight, the video no longer means anything. I got videos that you can go back and it's evergreen. The video's still relevant. What I was saying about Jaron Ennis teaming up with Eddie Hearn, that video is still relevant now. It's still, go look at it. I ain't delete it. The day Jaron Ennis signed with Eddie Hearn, I put out a video. The video is still relevant a couple fights later, more than a year later. A lot of other people in content creation in boxing is low quality. It'll be like, Tank is ducking Lamont Road, she's retired, And then Tank announced what he doing next, like normal. And then None of that stuff you put out matters. Tank hates Calvin Ford, yeah. And then next scene, you see pictures of him working with Calvin Ford. You know what I mean? What's the update on Conte VADA test? He says it's a clerical error. That's the update. So I called it out. Nobody else called it out. Your boy Ego called it out. We have the power, the infrastructure, and the influence that it made waves. It got back to Victor Conte, and he was forced to respond. At first, he didn't respond. Then I made a follow-up video, and I called out that he didn't respond, that he responded to other people, but not to Boxingego. And I had a valid concern. Then he finally responded this morning, and I made a video about it. So what Victor Conte is saying is that it is a clerical error. He says he doesn't know why the top header says 2024, and then the pickup date is 2025 from Crawford. He don't know. But then he says now he's going to try to put out an updated version of it. But here's the thing. If you put out an updated, someone called you out, now you could just change it to the proper date if that's what occurred. I'm not saying that's what occurred, but what I'm saying is, what does that really prove now? You know what I mean? Kamal sent a super chat. I already read that. Turkey making better beef of Nelly Furtado. I went over that one, Kamal. Josh Kelly is saying he can give a boxing class to Boots. I don't want to see that, bro. Question. I see reports Usyk wanting to fight Wilder. Yeah, apparently he told Sports Illustrated that under the right circumstances, he will fight Wilder. I mean, at this point, I would have liked to see that some odd years ago, though. Rather than now, but whatever. So, yeah, Victor Conte, he says it's an error, which I already knew because I pointed it out. But that's all he could say. That's all he could say is clerical error. So, but my point remains what I said from the beginning. When you have someone that dealt with nefarious things and was on the wrong side of the law, there's going to be people who don't believe you, bro. It is what it is. Like, if Freddy Krueger was convicted of diddling kids and then somebody opened a daycare and he's like the supervisor, there's going to be parents and people who are like, nah, I don't want Fred Krueger. You're on prime time. Bro, there are going to be people that are not good with Freddy Krueger being at a daycare. I mean, you could do this with any example, bro. So Freddy Krueger, he could tilt his fedora hat a different way and say, I changed my life. I'm no longer haunting these kids in their dreams. You dig what I'm saying? But then there's still going to be people who are like, nah, you did this in the past. It is what it is. I can't forgive. It depends on the infraction. Or like, what if your boy Ego was on some backdraft? I was an arsonist. And then you put me in charge of the fire department. I mean, what? Bro, you were giving athletes juice, supplying like a whole operation, like some Rico. So if I'm an arsonist and now I'm advising now I'm advising the fire department or working in the fire department. Some people aren't going to be good with that, bro. They're going to be like, huh? What? What? Huh? What? Kamal, I already went over your super chat. Everybody heard it. And if you make bad decisions, that's just what it is. Depending on the decisions you make as an adult male or woman, right? You got to live with it. There are going to be some people that don't believe you anymore. So when you see discrepancies, 2 different dates, and people like, I'm not saying this is my opinion. I'm saying the perception. You have people who already are pointing the finger at Terence Crawford, saying they believe he's on something. That's a fact. Whether you think it's true or not, it's a fact that people are saying it. That's a fact. So if you know that's the case, Victor Conte was the one that posted that VADA paper. We didn't have access to that as a public. So me pointing out the discrepancy, if you never posted that, would have never been a thing. But the Bud Buddies are too obtuse to understand this. I'm pointing out a discrepancy which really to this day hasn't really fully been resolved as to why, you know what I mean? I've seen several other VADA paperwork, and none of the other paperwork had erroneous dates. But the point I'm making is, look at it, listen, if you are pretending that you can't understand the logic of why people are skeptical, you are a fucking liar. You get it? You are a liar. You're lying to yourself. If somebody's on Megan's Law and then they say they turn their life around and they turn their life to God, but they work at a daycare or a elementary school, people are going to have problems with that. Period. If you're saying you don't understand why anyone would have a problem, I think you're a liar. There's clearly a conflict of interest, and with some things, people don't want to take that gamble. People don't want to put their kids in a school district with a known PDF file. Even if you say, I'm better now, I had a lobotomy, people don't know. Some people are not going to be cool with that. So for anybody who's saying that they can't understand and why are you guys doing this, you're foolish, because it's very easy to understand. If you're a former arsonist, but now you're on the right side of things and you're working at a firehouse, you're working as a firefighter, some people are going to be like, this is weird. It's a conflict of interest. And again, anybody who's saying that they can't grasp that concept, you're a liar. Yeah, the Chester's not getting no passes, bro. So that's my thoughts. But here's the other thing. You got people who they'll start saying, oh, Ego said this and that. They can't produce no audio of me saying this and that. You guys are dumb. Some of you guys are truly dumb, because I don't know if you listen to a bunch of people and then forget who said what, but I craft these videos in a very deliberate and precise way, right? So at the end of the day, I know what I've said. There's going to be people who lump my name with other people or this and that creator. This ain't a team. I don't make content with nobody. Like, I am on my own island. I put out my own content. This ain't a group project. So anything other people say or done or whatever, That don't got all to do with me. What does it have to do with me when half these people, I don't even know who they are? I've never met them. You know what I mean? And even if I have met you, it's still not a group project. I make my own content. I don't call anybody for approval. Like, hey, can I make a video about this? I want to. I don't do that. My channel is my channel. These are my thoughts and expressions. So yeah, you got a lot of BS going on where people are like, Ego said this, Ego. Like, what are you talking about? When did I say that? How did Shiraz get Canelo before Billy corruption? That's a fact. Bro, Shiraz is Turkey's boy, so Turkey looking after him. Bud put on a lot of weight like a bodybuilder, sus. Again, that's why you shouldn't put out VADA paperwork with 2 wrong dates on it, because people already had these notions. So you're just going to feed the beast. See, my thing is this, and this is my own personal opinion when it comes to this stuff, right? The reality is Victor Conte may be trying to help fighters he's working with, but his delivery truly makes it worse because people already have their minds kind of made up. And the more you push, the more people will pull. The more you pull, the more people will push. If you go to a museum and it says do not touch, what do people do? They touch that artifact. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that like Victor Conte will like write dissertations and these long speeches, it does look worse because you're over explaining. Who needs to over explain? People have said so many things about me. I don't over explain because I'm not going to. People are like, oh, ego this, ego that. Ego bought subs, ego. Yeah, I bought subs. What else? His subscribers are fake. Yeah. Cool. I faked my whole account. What else? Yeah, I'm not finna explain. Why would I explain some dumb stuff? So if SNAC is clean and on the up and up now, and they know everything they're doing is like appropriate, then so be it. But the fact that you're like over explaining is also gonna give like red flag vibes to people. Like, why are you trying so hard to like convince people? Like, I don't know. Maybe I just have a different mindset because I truly don't care what the internet is talking about. People been like, oh, ego, close your channel. Yeah, all right. What else? It's like Bill Cosby trying to get a bartender license. I'm done, bro. Yeah, bro. It's gonna look bad and some people are gonna be against it. If Bill coming, I would like to talk to you about making these drinks, you see, like my wife Camille and the pudding. I put, get you a Manhattan and Long Island iced tea. Bro, he said Bill Cosby trying to make drinks. That's what I'm saying. People are going to have a problem with that. So Bill's like on Twitter, just let me make the drinks. Put the pop plop and the quaalude and the drinks with the liquor and this rock. Like, people will be like, nah, Bill, you tripping. You cannot have a drink without this rock and the Remy Martin, the Rest in peace to Theo. It's a simple concept. And people are like, oh man, why are people hating on Terence Crawford? Oh, like, bro, it's a simple concept to understand why people would be skeptical when you ran the PED realm, even if you're saying you're better. And then you're on record. You said, I know how to beat the test. And I met with Wada Usai. I mean, come on, bro. Is this really a hard concept to understand? Like, if I get someone sent away and I'm effing the judge, like that's a conflict of interest, bro. Like you're screwing the judge, and then you're also the attorney on the case that she's proceeding over. I mean, how can you understand that? Bro, that's what I'm saying. The Bud Buddies, y'all brains and mashed potatoes. It's not really a hard concept. And some people are like, man, but talk about Clarissa and Barrios and blah, blah, blah. Bro, Barrios, he's not bulking up moving 2 weight classes. So what are we talking about Barrios for? But Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, he been fighting at 68. So again, people are trying to, I'm not saying this is what I feel, but I'm saying the perception that the public has, they're trying to convolute it and overcomplicate it to make it sound like it's something that's so hard to fathom. Why didn't y'all say this to Mario Barrios? Because Barrios is not moving up off a 1-year layoff. He been the height he's at, the way his body looked, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no body change. He looked like the same Barrios for quite some time. So again, I'm not saying this person did this or that. I'm saying the perception based on all the pieces is not really complicated to understand like people are making it. My boy Sura said like a wolf turning vegan. Yeah. The wolf's a politician. He's like, vote for me and I'll be vegan. I'll turn vegan. Oh, yeah. And then I made the video about Vegas being dry. And then people blame me. So they not blaming Trump. They blaming Boxingego. I ain't turned Vegas to the driest desert possible. That's what I'm saying. Pure clown behavior. And then I showed you several people, some of which who work on the strip, and people who are residents, and they've been in Vegas for like 20, 40 years or whatever. They're telling you Vegas is dry right now. But somehow people blame me for it. Okay. So they picked a horrible time for this fight. We'll see what type of crowd it brings out. But overall, they picked a horrible time. That's what I'm saying. Turkey he don't know America like that for sure. And he's trying to make Crawford's not a star, bro. He's not. He not ever. If you're not, he never done 1 million+ pay-per-views. And then now his biggest fight is not going to be on pay-per-view. See, y'all confuse a great fighter, skilled fighter, with a popular poppin' superstar fighter. That is not. See, y'all were spoiled because of Floyd Money Mayweather. Like I said before, Jake Paul, he said he want to fight Anthony Joshua, but his record is not like Floyd. He ain't fight Floyd Money Mayweather. Hard work. Bro, Floyd had you spoiled. I'm just going to say it. Floyd had you spoiled because he was everything. A great skilled fighter, an undefeated fighter, and a superstar fighter. There's no one else that has that right now in boxing. That's why boxing looking kind of dry right now. Floyd had you spoiled. He was putting on the biggest event every time he fought when he was an active fighter. It was the biggest event of that year. He was making a lot of money for everybody who was involved. He has a great resume and an undefeated record, and he was turning Vegas out. Bro, I've been there for Floyd fight weeks. Floyd had us spoiled. Bravo. Shout out to Floyd. Like I said before, like Uncle Roger told me, at the end of the day, he's a hell of a champ, right? Floyd had us spoiled. Canelo and Crawford, they're like, oh, this is the mega fight, super fight. Bro, where's Dana White at, cuh? Dead homie, where Dana White, cuh? Where cuh at? Please tell me where cuh Dana White is at. He's promoting this Bro, you guys are bums. You want me to be wrong, and I'm telling you I'm oh so right. Bruh, I was just in Vegas last month, my boy. Remember I told you I had a KO a dude at a pool party. It wasn't lit out there. See? And he told me in real time, my boy from Stockton, Jesse Carl, that he was in Vegas. Bro, where is Dana White? You dumb son of a bit. Y'all keep saying, oh, Ego, you're wrong. Oh, Ego, you're hating. Oh, Ego, you'll see. Oh, you'll see. The fight is in 5 weeks. Where's Dana White, bro? He was talking all this about boxing's a hard business and Showtime Boxing, their production was all wrong. Where is Dana White? Like, dog, you are the lead promoter for this fight. I ain't seen no post. I follow Dana White. I ain't seen no post. I ain't seen no hype. I ain't seen no nothing since the final press conference. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all some liars. I'm the best in the business. You will all bow before me. And it's not even close. I have not seen no type of promotion for this fight. You just think, oh, these are great fighters. Canelo's huge and Netflix. Got it. No promotion needed. Bro, where's Crawford on the Breakfast Club? Where's Canelo on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne? Where's Canelo on Theo Vaughn or something? Like anybody. Please let me know. I ain't seen no promote. That's part of it. If you have a big fight and a big product, you have to still promote it. That's why I said you were spoiled with Floyd. Floyd can balance his training and run at 3 a.m., but then do promotional obligations. Crawford has the personality of a cucumber, bro. And I'm just talking about within boxing. I'm not talking about with his friends or something like that. Bro, where is the promotion for this fight? Like, where's the all access 24/7 for Canelo Crawford? Smash the like button. Please let me know. Where is it at? I haven't seen nothing like that. And then when you look at the Vegas economy, it hasn't been good, bro. Look at it. Trump got tariffs on all these different nations. Trump has created like animosity with other like regions right now, like Canada. Canada is a population that frequents Vegas, right? So if Canadians ain't really messing with it, that's one potential population down. You have China with tariffs and all this stuff. Maybe that turns off some people from traveling. Then you got the Mexicans. You got La Raza, right? Trump got at the Dodgers Stadium, they had ICE raids. ICE popping up different places. Some of Canelo's fans are probably illegal, to be honest. So, with that in consideration, do you want to travel if you're illegal right now? Do you want to go to, listen, are you going to risk your freedom for Canelo Crawford? I want to know. Okay, let's see how much of a Canelo fan you are. If you're in this country illegal and you have these ICE raids popping off at big locations like Dodgers games and random like events and stuff, are you going to risk your freedom or not necessarily freedom. Maybe that's not the right word. Risk your citizenship or like your stay in America for Canelo or for Bud Crawford. Is Boots the next Boo Boo Andre? Absolutely. Hearns, low balls. Shout out to Kamal. He cooking y'all. Eddie Hearns, low balls, does bait and switch tactics. Katundakwa, Artur Akov, Quigley, Boots, potential fights unknowns like Caleb Walsh and Samaki, Bud 2.0. He definitely in that. Boots, I don't know what's up. And he resigned, so he definitely a mixture of Crawford and Andre. They talking about Boots gonna fight Gallagher and all this stuff. Ain't nobody want to see that. Bro, Trump got these ice raids popping off. Bro, go to Vegas. If you in this country illegally, that bro, Trump might mess around, have a raid out there for the Canelo weigh-in. You never know at this point. Bro, listen, he might have them ICE agents out there waiting on the Canelo to come out in his pajamas. So he's like, I was born ready. And then they're going to be ICE agents. They're going to be agents like the Matrix scattered all around the way. And go, all right, go to Vegas. Yeah, go to Vegas. Right now it's hot. You know, when the block is hot, the block is hot. So go to Vegas if you in America illegally. Okay. And the funny thing is Dana White, he a Trump dude. He a MAGA dude. So you got this white bald dude promoting Canelo Crawford, but then you got the ICE raids going on. You know, there's a lot going on with the economy. So, yeah. Dana White, a Trump dude. They might get together and got the ICE raids popping off. Trump said he putting cases on all you. Yeah. Risk getting deported for Bud Crawford. Risk getting deported for Canelo. Bro, I mean, put it this way. Tell me I'm tripping. Someone said it's crazy work. Do you think people want to risk their citizen? And I'm not making light of it. I'm being real. This is what's going on in our nation. This is what's going on right now, bro. Do you want to risk being like separated from your family for boxing? And then outside of the ICE and deportation stuff, gas is like $5 a gallon in California. Or at least where I live. It's like $5 a gallon, right? So with prices like this at the grocery and price like this at the pump, are you going to Vegas to gamble? Like, yeah, let me put 10,000 in this slot. Do people have extra money right now? Hey, Kamal is a fool. Kamal Oz is a fool, dog. Hey, that threw me off, bro. I caught Kamal comment out the corner of my eye. Bro, this boy is a fool. Dog. Kamal says Donald Trump let Chavez Jr. make Jake Paul millions, then deported him. That's exactly how it went. Bro, he fought Jake Paul, and days later, they deported Chavez Jr. So that's a great point, Kamal. That's a great point. If Chavez Jr., son of a Mexican legend that just made millions with Jake Paul, if he can get deported, you don't think people who aren't celebrities, who don't have millions of dollars to like potentially fight it or run out and get citizenship or however that works, blah, blah, blah. You don't think that you're suspect, you know, or you're somebody who could be affected by that? Please go to Canelo and Crawford and risk getting deported in case they try to pull a stunt. And that's what Donald Trump does. Donald Trump, when the heat's on him for like the Epstein list or something, he gonna come out and try to make a small fire somewhere. So yeah, they might have this Canelo Crawford weighing bugged out with ice agents or something. I don't know. I'm just going off the climate, but the strip is looking hit, and you got people who are like, "No, man, Ego, Vegas, I was just there and it was cracking." All right, bro. I guarantee you, the muff that is saying this, they ain't been to Vegas more times than me. I'm the West Coast Dawn. I live in a neighboring state. I live in California. You know how many times I done taken the trip to Vegas for these fights? I done went to Vegas, came home, and then went back to Vegas, bro. I done made the trip so many times, dog. And I know Vegas when it's cracking. You guys, a lot of the people, I don't know if it's an age thing, but y'all don't know Vegas. A lot of y'all talking about, oh, this is cracking. They'll see some people in the street say, I thought you said Vegas was dead. Bro, that is considered dead for what I'm seeing in these videos. The strip will be bumping, bro. There'll be so many people on the strip, is like, it'll hurt your eyes. The amount of people I'm seeing now is not the same, bro. The energy of Vegas right now is not currently the same. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. I go to Vegas 4 times a year and got a few ladies out too. Yeah, see? And he said it's dead. I try to tell you. But again, these are idiotic bud buddies from Omaha and whoever. They don't want to accept that Boxingego is the realest out, and I'm telling you was real. So they're like, no, man, Ego, you just don't know. You're just hating. All right, bro. Bro, this is Boxingego in Vegas, bro. I know Vegas when it's cracking, dog. Stop playing with me, bro. I got so many videos like this in my phone. I don't even know what fight that was. So, yeah, you're talking to... Bro, look. I got pictures with Crawford in Vegas. Bro, y'all better stop playing with me. I'm the future of boxing. I'm the past, present, and future of boxing. So I was at Canelo Golovkin. I was at Mayweather McGregor. Bro, you can't tell me what's popping and what isn't. I know when it's popping out there. And all I'm saying is I haven't heard a buzz for this fight. I haven't seen no promotion for this fight. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Tell me where it's at. Tell me where. I want to watch some promotion right now. Show me where the promotion is for Terence Crawford. An old press conference. Tell me where the promotion is. Tell me where. I'm going to go to Dana White page right now. Why is Turkey blocking Parker Usyk Fury Usyk 3? Turkey, I think the game is like a video game to him. So he's just trying to make whatever fight he wants specifically, I guess. I don't know. Bro, they hyped it up, said it's the biggest fight of the millennium. I'm on Dana White page, and he posting slaps. Bro, Dana White, where is Crawford? Where is Terence Crawford? None of these posts have anything to do with, look. Y'all want me to be wrong, but I'm oh so right. Kiss my ass. Bro, I just went to Dana White's page. Tell me where the promotion is. And here's what happens. I'm so magnificent. I'm so popping that when Boxingego say it, the people hear it and they hear the complaint and then they hurry up and try to fix it. So don't be surprised if Dana White profile, all of a sudden, Dana White profile start posting about the fight. But just know, none of that matters. I'm talking about right now. You could do whatever after you've been called out. Now you have, you know what I mean? Now you've already been called out on it. So, yeah, of course you can change it after the fact. I told y'all better stop playing with me, man. Y'all better stop messing with me, man. You got to do something, baby. Bro, I'm on the boy. Yeah. Tell me I'm lying. I'm on Dana White. Ain't he the promoter of this stuff, cuh? Dana White, cuh. He the promoter of Canelo. Y'all said it's cracking. So it's so cracking, he posting about people getting slapped. He posting about whatever. The UFC PI center. He posted some Asians from Rush Hour or something. Where's the Canelo Crawford build up hype? Bro, where? Show me where it's at. Ain't this the promoter of the event? Hold on. Bro, y'all some bums. Y'all thought y'all could deal with me, bro. Y'all some bums. Hold on, I'm going to clear off the screen real quick. Tell me where the promotion is. This is the promoter of Canelo Crawford. That's what they told me. And I don't see near post about it. You ain't got nothing. You said this is the fight of the century. That ain't going to cut it. That ain't good enough, bro. Like just, oh, it's the fight of the millennium. Yeah. Like, nah, you going to have to do more than that, cuz. Look, where's Crawford? I'll stop. You ain't even trying to compare body count. I'm running out. Bro, this the promoter, right? And I don't see nothing about no damn. So how you going to build up the fight? Build you up. Build you up. Bro, you got a picture of Antonio Tarver before you got a Crawford Canelo post. So please let me know where the promotion is for this fight. I'm still going. Bro, they got Mickey Rourke or whoever, the Predator. I don't know who cuz is. They done got the Predator on here. Bro, they done got Ice-T. Man, I want to kill you so bad. My dick hard. Bro, they done put Ice-T from New Jack. New Jack Hustler. New Jack Hustler. They done put my boy surviving the game, Ice-T in here. Man, I used to be Pookie. Man, how the hell used to be Pookie? How the hell used to be Pookie? Yeah, it was business. New Jack Hustler. Colors. Boom. Colors. Bro, Dana White rather put the Predator and Ice-T and all these people. Bro, look. Where the effing Friday about Canelo? Y'all better stop playing with me, man. Bro, where is Canelo? Oh, there go Bud. Oh, that ain't Bud. I thought that was Bud. Hold on. Bro, that ain't Bud. I thought I seen Bud. Nope. Wrong again, Kevin Holland. Bro, he put Dustin Poirier cauliflower ears. He put them ears up there before I don't see nothing about. So this is the promoter, dog. So I just showed you that Vegas is dry right now. The man got 10 million followers and you ain't posting about no Crawford. So what are we talking about? So like I said, when I say it, you better believe it. Ego, you corny sometimes, brota. You can't even spell brother. Block him. Get him out of here. Get him out of my domain. That man said, ego, you corny sometimes, brota. You can't even spell. Get him out of here. Give me some better work. If you're going to at least insult me, you got to learn how to spell. Get him out of here. You a bum. He said, you kind of corny sometimes, brota. Yeah, we going to cook him. Get him out of here. Get brota out of here. Haney logic, Brian Norman is too small. Brian Norman is juicing. Yeah, but then you talk about SNAC or Bud or make speculation on anyone else is a problem. Okay. Tunnel vision. Let's go. Fight of the Millennium in the middle of the afternoon, taking a backseat to a mid-level UFC event. PBC, the only ones generating profit. Shout out to Tunnel Vision, always with great comment. Yeah, when they hate, donate. Kamal, talk to him. The reports are that tourism is definitely down 7 to 11%. I've seen as high as 15 to 17%, but that's just me. So you guys told me this is the biggest fight ever. Why are they not promoting it like that? When I covered Mayweather McGregor, it was crazy. Mayweather, here's the problem. This is what really grinds my gears. I keep telling you I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. And then I show you, then you'll still have doubters like, oh man, Ego, you don't know. And I have to keep proving my worth. But here's the part. They keep saying I'm wrong, but then they can't prove me wrong. I'm telling you how dry Vegas has been. So Crawford Canelo is going to have to do something special to motivate people to want to go out there and spend top dollar because all the casinos and stuff are down. There's hotel deals and all types of stuff like that, right? They're like, no, you're lying. Vegas is popping. All right, whatever. Then I'm showing you got to do something special, right? Because Vegas is down. There's no promotion for this fight. I'm doing better promotion for the fight because I'm keeping the conversation flowing with these videos about Victor Conte and Crawford and Ego Weight Watcher. I'm doing a better job because I always do a great job. It's my sport. So, of course, I always have it. The people, you guys, see, this is what bothers me. They'll say I'm lying, and then they don't want accountability. They said this fight can be bigger than Mayweather-Pacquiao. So to do that, you have to have a lot of money this fight earns. So how do you do that if, one, no one requested this fight, and then two, nobody's really promoting the fight that should be promoted? I just went to Dana White's page. Who else y'all want me to go to? I'll pull it all up. I'm exposed the whole game. Yeah. I'm going to expose the game before the game exposed me. Boom. All right, I'm on Netflix. Let's see what they talking about. So I went to Netflix Sports. Netflix, you see it. Verified Netflix Sports. We'll see if they pumping up Crawford. Okay. They showing I Show Speed. No, he ain't got nothing to do with that. David Beckham, when he was younger and a hairdresser or something. They got Shaquille O'Neal and his son. No. Caitlin Clark. Happy Gilmore or something. No. Bro, where are we at? John Cena. Where's Crawford at? John Cena. This is the company. They got Joe Burrow jersey. Jokic. Like, where Crawford at? Where Canelo at? I'm going to keep going. I ain't done enough. They keep showing I Show Speed more than Crawford. Please tell me where Kobe, rest in peace to the GOAT. Where is Crawford on Netflix Sports? Y'all said Crawford's the big star as the biggest fighter of the millennium. Cool. So why are they showing Happy Gilmore in I Show Speed? And I see no post about Crawford. Huh? Say something. Say something. You want me to go to regular Netflix? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they put on regular Netflix. Okay. Yeah, let me try regular Netflix. Okay, Netflix got 38 million. Tell me where you see Crawford. They got Bad Bunny. I don't know, Elliot Page or somebody. I don't know who that is. Where Crawford at? I don't know who that is. Where, look, they got Wednesday. Where Crawford Canelo? Bro, where Turkey at? Look, they showing Wednesday. Tell me where Crawford Canelo is. I'm all the way back. I don't know what month this is. I'm, okay, 6 days ago. So I'm a week back. So the fight's in 5 weeks. Where Netflix at? None of these are about Crawford. I'm looking. Adam Sandler. Wednesday. They doing all this promo for Wednesday. The Sandman. Jimmy Fallon. I done seen Bad Bunny on here a couple times. Where Crawford at? That Crawford? Oh, that ain't him. That ain't him. Okay. Finally, they have one post about Crawford and it got 17,000 views. Bro, 17,000 views. I got posts with more than that on my page, and I don't even have 38 million. So there's that. So I finally found one post about Canelo Crawford and 17,000 views, but I'm going to go to Wednesday and I'm going to see how many people looked at a Wednesday post. All right, so Wednesday. All right, this Wednesday post got 167,000 likes versus Crawford Canelo. A trailer for the fight got 17. All right, here's a random Wednesday. Almost 100K likes on Netflix. But Crawford Canelo, that so far, Crawford Canelo, let's check out Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler got 44,000 likes. Crawford Canelo, the one post that they posted, got 17. So far, I have not found one post from anything. Okay, Eminem, he got 41,000 on Happy Gilmore. So far, I haven't found one single post. All right, random black chick. Bro, the random black chick got 22K. I don't even know who that is. What's she talking about? But she got more than Canelo Crawford. Bro, this is like a dating show or something. Perfect Match. Bro, the Perfect Match got more likes on her trailer or whatever than Canelo Crawford. Let's check the boy Bad Bunny. He got more. 20. Bro, I haven't found one post that had less views and likes than, look, 78. Okay, finally. I don't even know what this is, bro. Perfect Match. No, but that don't even count. This was from 7 hours ago. So that's going to beat Crawford too. That's going to beat Crawford Canelo. It just ain't been up long enough. Y'all better stop playing with me, man. I told y'all stop playing with me, bro. So so put this together. I'm telling you that I know people in Vegas and they said the strip has been dry and they've never seen it like that. Now you're seeing there's no promotion being done except for Ring Magazine, which is not as big as Netflix. Wilder said what's understood don't need to be explained. They say it's the biggest fight in boxing, the fight of the century. Why is Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau trending more than this fight? Bro, I told you, you're not going to be able to fake out boxing fans and then make people believe because you put like taglines on it and tell people it's the biggest. You know what I mean? I guess if I just tell people this is the biggest thing ever, then they're going to believe me. I'm promoting the fight more than they are. Exactly. So, yeah, I haven't seen good promotion. The fight is 5 weeks away, bro. Now, Turkey's probably going to have to pay and get his team to start promoting heavy because Boxingego done called it out. This is what always happens. When Boxingego calls something out, the next day or next few days, you start to see the changes. Bro, watch. Just watch. Now Dana White's going, because they're going to send this to Turkey or whoever, and then they're going to now start to demand more promotion and all that. Come on, bro. I run boxing. You'll see. So, yeah, I haven't been impressed with this promotion at all. And you don't have two guys in Crawford and Canelo at this space where just putting their name on it is enough to, like, make people go bonkers. And another statement that I said that got poor feedback or whatever you want to call it, but now looking back at what I said, I still stand by what I said. Canelo had an opportunity to fight Jake Paul. I told you, even though it's a novelty fight, that I would have preferred that than him to do the 4-fight deal with Turkey, and his first fight is William Skull, and his second fight is Canelo. Now, when I said that, people said, "You're crazy. Oh, Ego, how could you say that? You're supposed to be a boxing fan. Oh, but why would you want to see Jake Paul and Canelo?" Do you think Canelo, Jake Paul, in Vegas, the buzz would be what it is for Canelo versus Bud? Yes or no? I don't care that it's a novelty fight. I don't care if you don't think Jake Paul's a real boxer. I'm talking about energy for a fight, for an event. Would the energy for Canelo, Jake Paul be less 5 weeks out than the energy that we're seeing for Canelo and Crawford? 5 weeks out till fight date. Because when Jake Paul was fighting Mike Tyson, he was doing a lot of promotion. He was doing like painting his face like he had a tattoo on his face, blase blah. So he was doing a fair share of promoting. Mike Tyson was probably posting shirtless videos to get people hyped, showing his speed and showing him on the pads or something like that. So they were hyping up the fight. What is Canelo showing us? Name something that can, like a video of Canelo where he was in shape and he was looking great, or he was on the pad. I haven't seen nothing. So Turkey out here overpaying these guys, and they're doing the bare minimum, just like I predicted. Jake Paul is a way better promoter than Crawford and Canelo. Promoter. He promotes the women's cars. He promotes his own car. He does a better job of that, for sure. Confirmed. Look, here, this is Canelo's promotion. I'm just going to pin this stupid flyer to my page. And this was in June that he did that. And him kissing his wife. Bro, this is Canelo promote. I was born ready. This is Canelo's promotion. Let me put on a turban or whatever and kiss my wife. Bro, this is how he promotes it. Like he and My Girl too. Man, come on, bro. And these are old posts from the press conference. He ain't posting nothing. He not giving you nothing to look, and him golfing. Wow. So let's get it straight. Dana White ain't really posting. Netflix Sports ain't really posting. Netflix ain't really posting. Crawford blocked me, so I don't know what he posting. But I don't see it. And when I say it, people are like, "Oh man, come on, Ego, you're hating." I'm not hating, but I'm showing you. I'm showing you. Floyd Mayweather fights, he made you want to see it. They was eating SpaghettiOs together. Bro, I'm telling you, this is what happens when you try to force feed the fight that people didn't request. Crawford's a talented fighter. Canelo's a talented fighter. No one really requested this, and I think we'll see. We'll see what happens during fight week or whatever. Like, here's another question. Do you know any person personally that has tickets for the fight? Yes or no? Okay, so somebody contradicting me. I agree the fight hasn't been promoted great, but yesterday I saw on ticket tracking website that the fight is a little over 2,000 tickets from a sellout based on the current setup. Okay, now answer my question. Do you know anyone that has a ticket to the fight? Second of all, I don't give about what a ticket website says because there's ways where, like Eddie Hearn used to do this. He'd be like, oh, Anthony Joshua sold out in 2 minutes. He sold 80,000. But realistically, he didn't sell out in 2 minutes. It went to resellers who bought blocks of tickets, and then they give them out for radio shows, or they try to flip them and resell them. Stop playing with me, bro. Y'all act like this is my first rodeo, like I don't know how the game goes. So I'm not really concerned with the configuration and tickets right now when it's saying something. None of us in here know anyone that's going, and we're all boxing fans. So, yeah, that's not good enough. Kamal said Turkey said he's trying to make Benavidez. Canelo keeps putting roadblocks between, of course. First Crawford, then Ben Eubank winner, now Shiraz. Yeah, so that shows you he ain't really trying to make it. Where are they going if they bought tickets already? I don't even understand your question. What does that even mean? Where are they going? You guys put these fragmented, like cryptic. You gotta use your language better. Where are they going if they bought tickets already? What does that even mean, bro? Rephrase the question. Bro, let me make this simple. At the height of Usher's career for Confessions, I was dating a particular girl. We like Usher. I bought 4 tickets to Usher Confessions, right? 4 tickets. I have one girlfriend, but I had money to buy 4 tickets, right? For that concert. With the intentions of flipping those additional 2 tickets because I only needed one for me and my girlfriend. One for me and my girlfriend at the time, right? 4 tickets minus 2 people going, that's 2 tickets. You see how that works? I made a profit by flipping the tickets online and selling the Usher tickets to the highest bidder because I knew it was going to sell out. It was Prime Usher in Oakland. And this was back in the day when Confessions came out, right? So people actually went to concert. It was crazy. People supported music different. So I flipped the tickets. So you have businesses and entities and power brokers that do the same thing at scale. So instead of it being like 2 extra tickets that you're flipping, they'll get rows or blocks of tickets. And hopefully if it's a big fight and there's a big demand for it, then they can have an upcharge from what they paid for it. Or when you buy in bulk, sometimes you get discounts and stuff like that by buying a whole section or a whole row or whatever. And then you tack on money because the tickets are no longer available. And that's how you make profit. It's very easy to understand. Next question. The reality is nobody has put a boxing fight in Allegiant Stadium. There is a reason for it because it is a big stadium and you have to have the right type of fight to have that demand. Bro, this looks like when Turkey worked with the UFC for Sean O'Malley versus Merab in the Sphere. You put up $24 million to get the production right for the Sphere, and it was a waste of money because the event did like 20 million live gate, which would be good if you didn't spend 24, 25 million on production. So you didn't really generate anything. Crawford Madrimov, on a smaller scale, that's what it is. You're putting out all this money, but you're not turning profit. PBC, shout out to them. They are still conducting true old-fashioned business where I would surmise their events are still making money. Pacquiao's first time back in 2 years versus Barrios. Reasonably priced tickets, ringside more expensive. Pacquiao always fought in Vegas. Not always, but a lot of his career big fights were in Vegas. He likes the MGM, blah, blah, blah. And it was a comeback fight. And it was a great card with Pitbull Cruz. So, yeah, you probably made a profit there. Crawford is going to demand a high purse. Canelo, to fight the risk that doesn't really reward him, like fighting a guy like Crawford, smaller, he's going to definitely demand a lot. And then Vegas is dry right now. They're not promoting the fight. You do the math and tell me this fight is a colossal fight versus Mayweather-Pacquiao, which they said this fight could beat, but you guys are bums and you want me to be wrong. Pacquiao, you can give him X amount of money. You could give Mayweather a guaranteed $100 million. The fight generated a $72 million gate, just the gate. Plus it did crazy pay-per-view buys, 4 to 6.5 million. So you're rolling in the dough. So now you can justify these hefty purses. No one asked for Canelo Crawford. So if Canelo gets 100, 125, 150 million and Crawford gets 50 million, now you're already $200 million in the hole just on main event purses. Then you add, Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Big Baby Anderson and all these other fights where you got to pay them. Then you got to pay camera crews, blah, blah, blah. You're not really profitable. So you might still be able to get the event off, but at what cost? In a real business, your goal is to make profit. If I put out, if I spend all day making videos and you guys didn't watch them, I would have to get another job or do something else because it's not paying enough. Luckily, years in the game, earn my stripes, this is my job. And you guys do watch the videos and do support. No business operates intentionally on a loss. I don't care how much money you make. Even if you do it, you're going to do it until it gets uncomfortable and you're like, I'm tired of losing X amount of money. Some people are like, I don't care, Ego. I don't care how much the fight generates. Well, you should. You should, because if a business is profitable, then that guarantees. That's like me saying, I love this restaurant, but I don't care if customers go to the restaurant. You should, because if customers don't go to the restaurant, that restaurant will likely be forced to close. So yeah, you should very well care about, I don't like to overly stress the financials and stuff, but it does pertain to boxing, because if the financials don't make sense and jive, then who's going to keep wasting and bleeding money? They supposedly only have 3,000 tickets for weeks now. Prices keep getting dropped, and they keep adding tickets to the website, Devin vs. Ryan 2.0. Bro, this is the oldest trick in the book. Create scarcity and hope that people, oh man, you only got 2,000 tickets left, it's going to be a sellout, and make it try to sound lit. And really the tickets are in the hands of brokers and people, and then, or your withholding section. Come on, bro. Y'all act like I ain't been in boxing before. So this is such a high demand, but not one of us knows anybody that's going to this fight that is paying for their ticket. I'm going to ask again. Do you, in this crowd right now, any of yous, do you know anyone who has tickets in hand for Canelo Crawford? And they are not part of the team or anything like that. They are just complete consumers, patrons of the sport of boxing, and they purchase tickets. Not like Turkey gave them tickets or their media or their team Crawford or Crawford's sister. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a person, Johnny B. Dangerous, and he worked at Five Guys Burgers or whatever, and he bought tickets to Canelo Crawford. And he got a plane ticket because he live in California or New York or something to go to Canelo Crawford. Ego, why didn't they just do it in Cali? You got Niners Stadium or SoFi. I don't know. I don't know the availability. I don't know why they didn't. He said not at all. Exactly. So what are we talking about, bro? You guys keep saying I'm wrong and tickets are sold out, but no one knows one person. Every other fight, I guarantee you there's always someone in the chat that has tickets. Like when Tank fought Lamont Roach, I guarantee you, I know people that went to the fight for sure. When Errol fought Ugas, I know people that went. My brother went to the fight. My brother bought his own ticket. He's not like a media member or nothing. He bought a ticket, him and his homie, and then they went to Texas for Errol Ugas. But no one knows anybody that's going to Canelo Crawford. Suspect. So Vegas is reportedly down bad based on the economy and Trump and tariffs and ICE raids and groceries being more expensive. People are gambling less. Here's the other issue. Now I'm going in some of the details of part 2 of my video, but whatever, still watch the video, is they're saying we're going to enter a recession. People, if the thoughts are potentially a recession, that means people aren't necessarily going to be in the mindset, in the mood of gambling, right? You're throwing away money that you may need. Vegas survives off of tourism. You dumb son of a bitch. That's what Vegas is. It's a tourist capital. So if you got Trump tariffs and different regions and nations, and you got different wars going on, and then you got people who have been tariffed, people from these other countries and places that aren't traveling as much, right? You got, we've seen plane accidents and stuff, like plane crashes, all this like craziness in the world right now. And ICE raids. So right now the economy's not doing so hot. Put it that way. And then Vegas, let's talk about Vegas. I've been to Vegas for 25 plus years, going to Vegas, and a lot for these fights, but even in my personal life, right? Vegas, they try to high charge you, bro. They got resort fees. So your hotel would be $90, right? Then they'll have a $50, $55 resort fee. Now you're spending close to $150 a night, $145, $150 a night, because they actually had to start disclosing the resort fees because they were kind of like hiding it, and people were like not knowing that they would have that. Vegas also, like if you're in a hotel, for example, it has always been like this. If you go downstairs to one of the little shops to get some water be like $12. A Gatorade might be $13, $15. No joke. I'm not even being funny. A regular bottle of water be $12, $15. It's like movie theater prices, where like candy you can get off grid. The candy at the movie theater be like $8 for some Junior Mints, knowing you can go to AM, PM, 7-Eleven and get them same candies, them same M&Ms for a fraction of the cost, $2, $3 at best. That's how Vegas is. So people are also fighting back with their wallets because Vegas got all these resort fees. And after COVID 2020 or whatever, what I believe is a lot of the casinos, they lost so much money dealing with the Rona. A lot of Vegas lost so much money that they started to high charge people, raise the price of the room rates, raise the prices of the drinks or slot machine, whatever, right? And they started to increase the fees. So then the people started looking at Vegas and they're like, yo, this is like when you're a tourist, when you're on vacation, you expect to spend a little bit more money. But then the prices have gotten so outrageous and out of hand where people are probably not looking at Vegas as a destination right now. And then you mix in all the stuff with the economy and Trump and tariffs and things have just been going up and down or like up in price. Now you have what we're dealing with right now in Vegas. Vegas, ever since Rona, they've been trying to high charge and get that money back. Like a slice of pizza that was $3.50, it might be $9 now. And it's not even just Vegas, it's everywhere. You go to In-N-Out Burger, get you a double meal, it costs more than it ever did. So Vegas is no exception, but it doesn't work for Vegas because it's a tourist capital. So if you have travel being down and people from these other areas, Canada and China and stuff, and they might not be messing with America right now or messing with Vegas right now, then you have people who are fearful of a recession and like, hey, I got to protect my money because I don't know what's going to be next, blah, 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 right? Then you got Mexicans and Latinos and Hispanic and Haitian and different people fearing the ICE raids. You're going to run risks of being out in these big groups and stuff. And then the ICE agents come. They just got Chavez Jr. You see what I'm saying? So the game is crazy. There's a lot going on right now in the world. And you guys want me to ignore it for Canelo Crawford. Now, again, we'll see. We'll see if Canelo Crawford, defies all of what's going on and is extremely cracking. But from what I'm seeing, it's not off to a good start because no one's even talking about the fight. So again, you have people, you have no accountability. People who said that this fight could surpass Mayweather Pacquiao, they on dust. They on Sherm. I didn't know you like to get wet though. Sherm, dust, PCP, Primo, butt naked. That's what you had. These people are on dust, bruh. Because if the economy was healthier and the Vegas economy was healthier, Mayweather's a way bigger star. Pacquiao's a way bigger star than Crawford. It was a fight that people were requesting for 5-6 years. How is this fight going to trump that fight in a worse economy? You guys are dumb. Dumb. Please tell me how that's going to happen. You have a lesser star, a lesser requested fight that don't make sense because of the weight class jumping, a worse economy where people are fearful of a recession, a fight that hasn't been built up for 6 years like Mayweather Pacquiao. How is this fight going to surpass that fight? Especially when that happened at a point where America economically was healthier. I never smoked it, but you have. Facts. Pacquiao has 1 million plus pay-per-views dolo without Mayweather. Terence Crawford, he don't have that. He ain't never done 1 million on anybody's pay-per-view. 1 million pesos. He never did 1 million views, bro. Ryan Garcia and Tank did 1 million views. Crawford ain't never did 1 million views. So the brunt of it falls on Canelo's star power, which he just coming off a performance versus Williams School, and he looked trash. And a fight that nobody requested that's not being promoted. And Canelo ducking Benavidez. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, This is what I said from the beginning. And y'all, come on, man, Ego, you're hating. The fight's going to sell out. Bro, they probably finna give away sections of that. And it's the first fight at Allegiant Stadium, bro. Those are big shoes to fill for such a fight. I'm being real with you, bro. People keep saying all this drug stuff with Canelo and Crawford, both of them. They keep attaching their names to like Victor Conte's and Eddie Reynoso's and drugs. Okay, so if that's the viewpoint of the fight is somebody's not on the up and up, I'm not saying it's true. Let's be clear. I'm not saying people are on drugs or whatever. I'm saying perceptually, that's what people are saying. People are saying this guy's on drugs, this guy's on drugs. I believe it. So now you're going to fork out top dollar for a fight that you feel people are on drugs on? Good luck. Look at Lil Lebowski. You sound like a hater. Notice I done said all this stuff and he ain't proved me wrong. Yeah, keep that Lil in front of your name because you Lil to me. I done said everything. He ain't said one thing that he disagrees with. I just sound like a hater. This is how these bums summarize when they have nothing to argue. You're a hater. They just put this blanket hatred, the hatred blanket over you and say, I know you made a lot of good, incredulous points, but you're a hater. So I'm going to keep saying it because that's how I know I'm cooking y'all. The only reason I would like think twice is if you prove me wrong. I don't got the video right now. Come on. My bad. That's what y'all don't understand who you dealing with, bro. Shawnee Boat, Bay Area. Stop playing. You don't understand who you dealing with. The only way you can stop it is if you prove me wrong. And I'll take that. I'll eat that. But if you just say you're a hater, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna cut it. I made all these points, and you ain't just gonna summarize it as you're a hater, and that's it. That's my motivation. You ain't say nothing about Trump, tariffs, the Vegas economy, the prices, blah, blah, blah. So if you're not talking about that and telling me how I'm wrong and there's not ICE raids going on, they're not people who feel we're entering a recession, so they're going to be like holding their cash tighter, Vegas Strip being down, blah, 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 tourism being down. If you're not talking about that, then you ain't talking about nothing, period. Prove me wrong. That's the only way. You're a hater. All right. Bro. And then somebody said, oh, man, he must not know that Omaha is willing to travel. Bro, how many people can Omaha even bring? How many people are even out there? Y'all in the cornfields, bro. Children of the corn. How many people are even there? Bro, the Bud Buddies they're clinically insane. They gotta be. That's a real comment. It said, oh, but wait till Omaha show up and show out. Bro, I don't give a bro, Omaha ain't gonna do nothing because here's what it is. If Omaha is willing to travel and show up and all this stuff that y'all say in the comment section, I got a couple questions. And I know that the children of the corn, a.k.a. the inbred Bud Buddies, is not finna be able to answer this. You inbred cannot answer what I'm about to say, and I'll prove it. Okay, I'll prove it. I'll beat any man in this womb in less than 60 seconds. Bro, I'll prove it. Here we go. 1, how come these inbred Bud Buddies always complain in the comment section and they talk about support and, oh, you're just a hater, you hate Crawford, all this stuff. If you guys really supported How come Bud's numbers never hit 1 million? If there's really that many of y'all, how come y'all ain't support? Like, hey, let's not watch Boxingego. He's a hater. He don't know what he's talking about. But what we will do is order Crawford Madrimov on pay-per-view. Yeah. Why don't y'all do that? Don't watch me. If I'm clinically insane and I'm a sociopath and hater and all this goofy stuff y'all talking about, cool. But why don't y'all kumbaya and order Bud's fights? Like, yeah, we'll show Ego, Crawford Madrimov. We gonna make it go double platinum. We gonna make Crawford Madrimov go diamond. And then the fight happened, and they talking about it lost 10 million plus. So where are y'all then? Y'all broke. Is that what it is? You children of the corn is broke. Because his numbers are all this like crazy energy that y'all say y'all have and all this. Where is it when it comes time to buy Bud's fights? Because I don't see it. You would think Bud's doing prime Justin Bieber numbers with the amount of people that got something to say. Second, he said silence. I know. I told you they're not going to have nothing for me. Here's the other point. If Omaha is coming to Vegas so deep for Bud, then I guarantee you it's going to be a pro Canelo crowd. So I can't wait. I want to hear more cheers for Bud Crawford on fight week in Vegas. If Omaha is coming like that, then let's see you beat the Canelo crowd that does show up. So at the weigh-in, Bud better not get booed and all that if Omaha is coming so deep. How many people believe that Omaha is going to overpower the Canelo fans that do go? So once again, y'all be lying. Oh, man, wait till you see how many people from Omaha go out to Vegas. Okay, so then you should easily outpower the Canelo fans. And I guarantee you that don't happen. Bro, this fight is dumb, bro. I don't even know why I'm even talking about it right now. Oh, yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, yeah, I'm getting paid off it. My bad. I slipped. I forgot for a minute. I'm getting paid off it. Yeah. See, that's what really make them mad. I get paid off stuff I don't like. Whether I like it or not, I still get paid. It sounds like hate to the stands, but you're telling the harsh truth. I try to tell you. Bro, the Bud Buddies, please explain why he ain't doing 1 million. I'll wait. You've been hating on Bud for a minute. All right, what you disagree with? Larnell. Bro, who the hell is Larnell? I never even heard it. No, hold on. Larnell. That's a ghetto name, bro. Larnell Marion. I don't even think you a real person, bro. That name too niggified. Larnell Marion. But anyway, so what do you disagree with? Hold on, Kamal. Let me get some. Sidney Sweeney is trending more than this fight. Absolutely. Let's go, Kamal. Let me get at Larnell. Okay, Larnell, what you said I've been hating on Bud for a minute. What do you disagree with? So Bud's a superstar and he's done over 1 million. Because I said he hasn't. We got a hot seat. Yeah, we got a hot seat. Okay. See, bro, they can't define what they're saying. I promise you. Hot seat. Kamal, get ready. Get ready on the clock. He said, I'm a hater of Bud. So what did I hate on that's not accurate? I said something about him that was pure hate that wasn't true. So I just said Bud ain't never did a meal on pay-per-view, so prove me wrong. Or tell me whatever else I said that was hate. We're waiting for Larnell. Where Larnell at? The bum. Bro, Larnell, what did I say that you disagree with that constitutes as this hate you talking about? You're not going to make me look dumb. You're going to make yourself look dumb when you can't answer it. It's okay. Hey, everybody type Larnell. Put some pressure on him. Why we always talking about pay-per-view numbers? Okay, I'm going to give you one more chance. Name something I said that proves that I hate it on Bud that is not true. You said, why are we talking about pay-per-view numbers? That's like your go-to. Bro, tell me what I said that was a hate. So I can't talk about pay-per-view numbers? That makes me a hater? I talk about pay-per-view numbers with Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao and other people. So come on, bro. That's stupid. I talk about Bevel better be a pay-per-view number. I talk about everyone's pay-per-view number. So how does that make me a hater? Because Bud ain't done over 1 million. You got one more chance, like Biggie Smalls said. Good luck. I told you, I'm going to fry these beta males. They can't exist with me, bro. It's all emotion. So what did I say about Bud that was not true? Pay-per-view numbers don't win fights. I didn't give a fight prediction. This has nothing to do with fight predicting. So you got literally one more chance. What did I say, Larnell, about Bud that was hate? He's saying everything but what I said. See, I control these dudes' emotions. Look, block him. He just keeps saying pay-per-view don't win fight. I'm done. You really copped out. You're out of here. Come on, blast him. I'm going to blast from the past. I told you. They don't have nothing for me. It's all emotions. If you whittle it down, it's emotion. I put him on the spot. What did I say that makes me a hater that is not true? He said, oh, but pay-per-view numbers don't win fights. I didn't give a fight prediction for this fight. So what does that have to do with anything? But why you keep bringing up pay-per-view number? You still didn't answer the question. You see what I'm saying? Give me some better work. It is pure emotion. Shout out to Kamal. He resurrected him just to clap him again. As you should. As you should. Bro, I told you these beta males can't deal with it. It's all emotion. Oh, ego. If you're going to call me a hater, fine. But you're going to have to tell me what I said that constitutes as hate. Bud is a terrific fighter. I've always said that. That don't make him a star, though. I know that makes you mad. There's a lot of fighters that are very good fighters. That Bevel is a good fighter. He ain't no star, though. He ain't doing no pay-per-view numbers. So what are you talking about? Then they try to out-black me. Well, that's funny. Oh, man, ego. He hating on the brother. Okay. You're not finna out-black me. That ain't gonna happen. Oh, they try to get real scientific. Oh, Boxingego, he trying to tap dance for them boys. He trying to coon for them people. He hating on the black man. I ain't said this about Clarissa Shields. She just did a $1.7 million gate. She black. I know, but you trying to keep a brother down and oppressed. I never said Tank never sold over 1 million. He black. See, they want to choose the black. The people who are trying to act pro-black, they usually have Floyd hate, Al Heyman hate, Tank Davis hate. Them all black people. You're not pro-black. How you pro-black, but you hate on Al Heyman? You hate on Tank. You hate on Floyd Mayweather. Oh, man, you hating on Devin. You hating on Terence Crawford. You anti-black. And you hate on Tank Davis every opportunity you get. And you make opportunities. So what are we talking about? So my commentary is not based on hate. Yeah, or they hate on Wilder. Or they hate on Errol Spence. They, to this day, people, oh, that's why Crawford kicked your boy Errol Spence's butt. Cool. Errol black. So that's what I'm saying. If you really break it down, they ain't on. They say, I love Tank, and I wrote a love letter to Tank and all this type of stuff. But then they say, I hate black people. I thought I loved Tank. That don't even make sense. They say I love Wilder and I love Errol Spence, but then I hate black people. So I love Tank, Wilder, and Errol Spence, but I hate black people. How does that even make sense? Just talking. You talking because you got a mouth. They said I hated Mexican fighters and I hated Canelo. And then now they say I'm rooting for Canelo because I hate Bud. Like, you guys are all over the place with your argument. Which one is it? I thought I hated Canelo. Now y'all saying I hate Crawford. Huh? So, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck figuring that out. Like I said, I'm just keeping it real with what I see. Everybody want to try to put a hate blanket on you. That don't work on me, bro, because my content speaks for itself. People know what I said and what I did or whatever. Crawford is not a star. Canelo didn't look good in his last fight. Those are two things are true. So, and let's see what Ego got to say when Crawford win. I don't care if Crawford wins. I don't even like this fight. Like, honestly, as a person who's a full-time content creator for 15 plus years, what do you think is going to happen to me if Crawford wins and beats Canelo? Like, honestly. I'm so curious about this. They're like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Wait till September. That's going to be the day of the Geechee. Okay. If Crawford wins in September, well, okay, what happens? What happens? Do I just spontaneously human combust? No! And just blow up? Like, what do you think happens? I don't know. I never understood that. Oh, yeah, let's see what you have to say in September, man. Okay. And then if Crawford knock out Canelo and then do a backflip over his lifeless body, what happened to my channel? Like, then what? Like, there's no one fight that do anything to my channel, for real, other than make it grow. You guys are just bums and beta male idiots. So you're like, oh, we'll see. I ain't even put out a fight prediction for the fight. So what are we waiting for? I hope it's a double knockout. I hope Canelo and Crawford connect at the same time. Double knockout. Just boo! And they just both fly on the ground. And I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to make money. So, yeah. Then what? What y'all going to do if it's a double knockout? I want a double knockout. That's what I want. Because I didn't even want this stupid fight. I want a double knockout. Give me a double knockout. They talking about, oh, Ego, we going to see what you have to say. We're going to see what you have to say in September. Okay. Yeah, give me that double KO. I want them both knocked out. I want Crawford knocked out because I hate this fight. And the Bud Buddies, they not using no lotion. They not using no chapstick. And they coming for me. So I gotta see. I was born ready to get to his knockout. And then Canelo, he ain't fighting David Benavidez, so I want to see him get knocked out. So yeah, give me a double knockout. They care about your opinion, though. Think about it. Of course they do. That all these dudes watch me. All the, like I have perfected the game, whether they admit it or not. I'm the best in the business because they all watch me. I don't watch them. Everything I came in the game, like I don't model my thumbnails after other people. I don't make videos based on going after somebody else and what they talking about. I'm a trendsetter. Bro, I came with glasses. Everybody want to wear glasses. I came in with hats and just like comfy. Now everybody doing comfortable videos. I was doing videos in the whip. Wherever I was, hotel room, doing videos in the whip, giving y'all content for the last 15 years. Nobody was doing that stuff. Right? What really happened? I gave you episodic content. Like, come on, bro. Let's break down the fight. Trying to hear your prediction. I just told you, double knockout. I want them both knocked out, bro. That's what I want. I want a double knockout, and I want Turkey like Home Alone. Like that. That's what I want. Double knockout, double KO. I don't like the fight. I don't care who wins. The malingering jabronis, absolutely. I don't like this fight. I never liked the fight. I'm just going to milk it and get paid off of it. You see how transparent I am? I'm a content creator, so I'm going to milk it. I'm going to get paid off of y'all, and y'all going to just sit there and click on the video, and I'm going to keep getting paid. And then after the fight, I'm going to move on to other fights. But yeah, that's what, but it is what it is. Some people are like, come on, why are you making content if you don't like the video, if you don't like the fight, ego? So if I was a movie reviewer and I don't like DC and the new Superman came out and people wanted to know my opinion on it, so I'm not going to go see it. Like, you guys clearly don't run businesses. Clearly don't run businesses. So if you're a movie reviewer and you don't really like Barbie, but Barbie's popping, or people want your take on Barbie, you're not going to go see the movie, then you're not good at your job. Again, I don't have to like something. Prove me wrong. I think the fight is going to be underwhelming. I think it's going to be controversial / underwhelming, where it's like you gather these people, kind of like Jake Paul and Tyson, where I'm not saying they'll play out exactly like that fight, but what I'm saying is you gather these people around, you hyped it up, fight of the century, Netflix, oh my gosh. And then when the actual fight happens, people are going to be like, from a fight perspective, underwhelmed. I don't think it'll be like Hagler Hearns, like this classic fight that, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Prove me wrong. We'll see. We'll see. I don't like it. I never liked the fight. I don't like rapid weight class jumping. Bro, it is dumb. And see, this proves it's dumb. Crawford is too selective. I don't like that. I don't like that. Bro, this is... Now I'm about to cook. Hold on. This fight is so stupid, bro. Let me explain why. Here's why the fight is trash. Trash. I don't like weight class jumping. Bud is doing no tune-ups. By the time he fights, he'll be 37, and he'll have no tune-ups at a higher weight. He didn't look amazing and like unstoppable versus Madrimov, and you're fighting a bigger Canelo. We just seen that with Jermell Charlo. But the difference is Jermell Charlo actually had a real run at 54 fighting top guys. Bud fought one guy who we don't really even know how good he was, because Virgil Ortiz after beat him even cleaner than Bud did and seemed to hurt him more than Bud did. So how good is Madrimov either? You know what I mean? And then now with no tune-up, a year off, you're just finna fight and bypass these other people. Bud don't want to fight the top dogs at 54, and he don't want to fight the other top dogs at 68 that aren't Canelo. So I don't like it for that reason. Now, some people think, oh, Bud's going to get a stoppage and all this. What would that mean for boxing? Bud is 37. If he stops Canelo, what more can he do? Right? Like, what more would he do in his career if you just stop Canelo? Which sounds like a pipe dream. But hypothetically, what more? 37, you going to keep fighting? Because he'll have all the belts. Canelo will be in shambles for getting knocked out by a smaller person. And then Bud will be at a point where it's like, where do you go? You go back to fighting Murder Zylevs after that. So Bud will probably retire or slowly but surely start vacating the belts or maybe drop back down. So it's like, this whole fight is stupid, bro. Audition for the undercards are on American Idol. Absolutely. Bro, this whole fight is stupid, bro. I can't wait for it to be over, to be honest. Because I seen Kelly Pavlik, he was like, you got to fight Canelo aggressive. All right, fight him aggressive. Turkey talking about no Tom and Jerry. Kelly Pavlik saying fight him aggressive. All right, cool. Fight the bigger man, mad aggressive, where Canelo don't want to have to chase you. Good luck. Okay, good luck. Give the fans the money worth. So I don't even see that happening. Bro, okay. That's how I know some of y'all don't really watch boxing. And even there's other content creators and they don't know boxing. All their predictions be wrong and stuff. Like, here's the thing. Bud, for 12 rounds, is going to just back up the guy who has more experience at the higher weight classes. But Caleb Smith is like 6'5", and he couldn't do that. Bivol, he didn't just like back up Canelo and there was just no resistance at all. He beat him. You know what I mean? Golovkin didn't just go in and like massacre Canelo and just push him back non-competitively. Come on, bro. So Bud is going to put on all this weight. And here's the thing, to be honest, Bud looks bigger, but he looked like dad bod big. Like he just looked like he looked like Jermell Charlo, where you're like, okay, you're bigger, but you don't look natural at this weight, bro. You look like what Bud looks like right now to me in these pictures. He definitely looks bigger. He definitely put on size, but he looked like a ninja that retired and just got bigger after retirement. That's what he looks like. And another reason that I know y'all don't know boxing, but why I don't like fights like this is because Bud has to do something different in camp to ready his body for this fight. Diego Pacheco is like 6'2". The way he fought Trevor McCumbee and the way he fought and how he looked versus Selecki, his body looked the same. You guys are idiots. The reason why is because he's 6'2.5" and he's a true super middleweight. So you don't have to have, and he's young. So Diego Pacheco don't have to look crazy. You don't have to put on all this bulk from Selecki to Trevor McCumbee fight. So the fact that we're talking about Bud is bigger and his legs look bigger and his traps, that's not inherently a good thing, because Kovalev in his prime, from fight to fight, his body looked pretty much the same because he was a natural light heavyweight. You get me? He's a natural light heavyweight. You don't have to do all that. All you have to do is have a regular training camp, train hard, spar, and you're good. Bud is having to eat more protein, more fish, more whatever he eats, more whey protein shakes, blah, blah, blah. And he's having to bulk up. Diego Pacheco don't look different from fight to fight. David Morrell don't look different from fight to fight. He look like the same. Only time he looked different when he went to light heavyweight because he has less of a cut. The person that looks different, like Canelo probably don't, he look like the Canelo we've seen for the last 9 years. He don't have to put on wild size and all that. Bud will. And here's the thing from a boxing perspective is if you don't have your way with this person early and often, how do you feel with that added muscle down the stretch? How do you feel getting punched on by a bigger person with no headgear? How do you feel when like Canelo start punching your arms off and you have added weight? Canelo finna punch Bud little arms up. And for me, I don't think Bud is really used to that. People kind of respect Bud when they get in there with him. So they not like battering his arms. Canelo got more fights than Bud, more big fights than Bud. So I don't believe Canelo is going to be terrified of a smaller person. If anything, Bud is going to have to do something that gets so much respect where Canelo has to like, and start to get worried. But initially, Canelo not finna treat this like I've never been here before. I mean, why would you? You fought 6'1" Bivol, who's great. You fought Mayweather. You fought Kovalev. You fought bigger people. You fought other good Shane Mosleys and Cotto. Like, bro, what's up, Bud Crawford? Bud has the worst resume out of everyone I just named. Worse than Canelo, Floyd, Shane Mosley, Bivol. Bud has literally the worst resume out of all those people. Now, again, the Bud buddies, they're going to rub their nipple and get all mad and say, I'm hating and all that. But it's the fact. Tell me Shane Mosley fighting Oscar De La Hoya in his prime twice and Floyd and Pacquiao. Just those names alone are better than anything Bud's done. But you guys are emotional. You're prisoners of the moment, recency bias, and you don't know all about boxing. So it sounds like hate. Bud's resume is the worst out of everybody. That's why Canelo sounds stupid talking about Bud is better than Floyd and Tito and all these people because you don't have their resume to even make that statement. Like, that's like, I never went to Vietnam, I never went to Afghanistan, and I never went to Iraq, and I stayed, at a desk in like boot camp, and you say I'm the best soldier. But then this other dude did 2 tours in Iraq, he went to Afghanistan once, and he was in Vietnam. How can you say I'm a better soldier than this month that somehow survived all that? You see what I'm saying? You guys are dumb, bro. Straight dumb. You can't say I'm a better soldier, but then you ain't had the same type of war. You ain't been to the same type of war. When I say I'm the best in the business, it's because I'm true. You look at the marketplace, there's no one doing what I do. That's how I know I'm the best in the business, because you lay out everybody and no one can do a Boxingego job like Boxingego. Impressions, swag, the voice, the editing, the high quality, the audio engineering. There's no one that's doing that as a single unit person. But again, you can't say this soldier who ain't never went to none of these wars is better than the soldier that did. Shane Mosley, Pacquiao, Floyd, they went to war. De La Hoya. These is he, what the hell? These is he better than legend interview. Oh, that you worded that weird, come on. These is he better than legends interviews are fake. Bro, boxing media is fake. Boxing media, they don't know what to say. They just be saying goofy stuff to the fighters, stroking fighters and all that. So that's why maybe I don't fit in. I don't want to fit in because I'm not finna just tell you what you want to hear. So yeah, for that reason, yeah, I don't want to fit in. I don't want to be like none of y'all. Crawford saying he won't be afraid to go in the pocket and exchange. I don't care, bro. Y'all don't know boxing, bro. That's what you saying. Anybody can say that. So, Okay, how many times you been with your boys and you watch something on the news and they're talking about, oh, this bank got robbed, and you be like, yeah, that wouldn't have happened to me. I would have got up and attacked the robbers and took the gun. Yeah, right. And then you get in this situation, you get pistol whipped. Bro, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Bro, people talk about what they would do in a situation. Man, had that been me at the bank, blah, blah, blah. And most of the time, people have an overinflated sense of what they can do. If you was in that bank and the presidents from Point Break was there and you try to run up on, they're going to spray you or pistol whip you. And you wasn't going to do nothing. You're going to be like, they're going to pop. And you're going to be asleep in a slumber. You're going to be Rip Van Winkle. So anybody can say what they would do until it happened. Like Mike Tyson. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Stop playing. And to be honest, it damn near would have been better if he went from Errol to Canelo. Because that Madrimov left a sour taste. Like, bro, Madrimov was touching you up. He was hitting you like Omarion. Touch, boom, boom, boom. Touch, boom, boom. Something like you, boom, boom, boom. Touch. You was getting touched up by Madrimov. If Canelo touched you with that, ooh, he might Billy Joe Saunders your orbital. I hate this fight, bro. It's so stupid, bro. This fight is not, it is not what I like. Like, and here's what I'm saying too. If it's really a super fight, then it's just understood, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to have Dana White tell me that Pacquiao Mayweather was a special event. Nobody had to really like overhype Mayweather McGregor that it was going to be a big event. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know it's cap. It's big cap. Mayweather, when his big fights, you didn't have to like over pump it. Like, oh, it's the fight of the century and Netflix. Oh my God. You didn't have to do that. You just knew it was like going to be special. Like, I really enjoyed De La Hoya and Mayweather, Ricky Hatton and stuff like that. Me and my brother watched Ricky Hatton and Mayweather. You didn't have to like pump it up. They got to say all this taglines and like, they have never been dropped in 800 rounds and all this goofy stuff. Bro, they both got dropped. For real, for real. You talking about they ain't never been dropped. The Meme Machine got something to say about that. Yeah, so, yeah, that's my thoughts on it, bro. That's the part of I don't get about Bud fans. They saw Bud struggle with Madrimov. How is Bud going to be better against a bigger, better, harder hitting southpaw or hitting faster handed Canelo? Bro, these dudes are idiots. That's what it is. Nothing to understand. The people are, I don't know how many times I can say it. People in boxing are emotional. They are beta males. So if I did 100 videos saying, Bud, oh my gosh, Bud, with nothing else to think about, then I would be praised for it by these same individuals. They would be like, yeah, I like this Boxingego guy. He gets it. But the fact that I'm not going to do that, and if I have questions or concerns or objective ways of thinking about stuff, right, then it is what it is. Then now that's why you get, oh, Ego don't know anything and he did. It's all emotion, bro. I've been here so many times. When Mayweather was fighting Pacquiao, all the Pacquiao maniacs, they were saying, oh, I didn't know boxing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just wait till May 5th, blah, blah, blah. Close your channel down when Pacquiao wins. Whoop, whoop, whoop. When Ryan Garcia knocks out Tank, we'll see what you have to say. And then it don't happen. And then it don't happen. And then they just disappear. See, the difference, too, is I'm an actual public figure. I go to the fights, they know me. Fighters watch me. Trainers watch me. Conte watches me. The fans watch me. Your competitors or whatever other channels watch me. Other content creators watch me. They all watch me, bro. So it is what it is. I can't hide. So I gotta be the stuff I say. I gotta believe in and rock with, no matter what. I can't just disappear under a burner. I got 340,000 fans, so I can't just disappear and abandon ship. The other thing I don't like about the fight is, bro, Crawford got hurt by Mean Machine, I believe Madrimov, and Gamboa. He can't get touched by Canelo, bro. So he gonna have to fight like a near perfect fight or have such a regressed version of Canelo where maybe he can do something with it. So I really don't like the fight, bro. I really don't. And I don't like fights where it's like Amir Khan and Canelo. Amir Khan was doing very well, and then one false move, he done. I don't really like that because that's not a super fight to me. Like Mayweather Pacquiao, both guys, I knew who was going to win, in my opinion, but both guys on paper have a chance to win. David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, I knew who I was leaning towards, but both guys on paper have a great chance to win. And that's how the fight played out. These weirdo fights, it usually play out how you think it should. It's very seldom where it's like mad surprises. So I just see disappoint. I feel like people are going to be disappointed. People are going to be like, that was it? Like, for real? I don't know. Could end on an injury or something weird. I just have a bad feeling about this fight. And it's been like that. And my intuition has always served me very nicely. So if we even get to the fight, I have serious doubts about it being a legendary fight. We'll put it that way. Like in Jermell Charlo was, people like, oh, but Crawford said this. Jermell Charlo was on All Access, like watching Canelo versus whoever, and he was like, I could beat him. They showed the clip on the epilogue. He's like, I could beat that dude. I could beat him. Then he got in the ring with him, and then he couldn't beat him. So I don't care what people talk about. Bud got to fight a good fight. He got to fight a good fight. And a lot of it is going to be contingent on how he feels with the added weight, how he takes a punch from the bigger guys. You know what I mean? That whole stuff could change your world because, like, you could go in as confident as possible, but if Canelo have you dizzy in round one, you're not really used to that. Crawford doubters are gonna learn black boxers, especially throwback type black. See, you doing too much, bro. That don't have nothing. See, that's how I know you don't know what you talking about. There's a lot of great black fighters that won, and there's a lot of great black fighters that lost. Anybody who's talking like that, like, oh, Mexicans they got never quit and all that, bro. You don't know boxing because it's not true. All the people that say Mexicans are warriors, I could tell you Mexicans that quit. All the people saying like the black styles impenetrable and all this stuff, I could tell you black fighters that lost. It don't even work like that, bro. Did you already post up Vegas is Dead Part 2? Why would I do that and I just put out Part 1 today? Come on, bro. How am I going to put Part 1 and 2 out in the same day? Like, come on, bro. It takes a minute to curate the content. Y'all act like it's a video game. Like I just press a button and the content is made. Like I'm one person. How am I going to put out both parts in the same day? Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what Bud do and all that type of stuff. But the other thing I don't like for Bud is he like to fight. That's just what it is. He like to fight. If you get a good shot off of him, he wants to show you that, you know, he can best you. It becomes very dangerous with a bigger person. You're able to do that with Mean Machine or something like that, but you gotta be cautious with the bigger people. So Crawford went life and death with Madrimov. That's what I'm saying. That that's what's disrespectful about boxing is the world seen that fight, and they just try to act like, oh, just get over it. You know, pretend it didn't happen. We're still going to make this anyway. To be honest, that Madrimov fight made me want to see Bud take another fight at 54, 60, 68. And then, depending on how he looked in that, then I would be ready. So that's another reason why I feel like we're being set up. Because if Bud is like this Terminator or whatever y'all talking about, why he ain't take a tune-up? He had plenty of time. He could have took one in January, February, March, take a tune-up at 160, which is halfway there. You know, so if you didn't want to make the full jump, 160, 168, maybe even fight at 54, fight at Fundora or somebody. You had options. But he don't want to do that. So that looked even more suspect to me. I'm going to go into the Canelo fight with no tune-up, no acclimation, no headgear, a year layoff, coming off of a struggle type of win versus Madrimov at a lower weight, and I'm going to challenge a bigger dude with 70 fights. I'm not a fan. Anyway, that's my time. Holla at me. I'll be back with some